Music Central. We are backstage hanging out with Justin Moore, along with Coyote Calhoun with WAMZ. We're going to do an exclusive interview, and we're going to turn it over to Coyote. You ready, Coyote?
I'm ready. I'm on dead ready. Justin, thank you so much for coming out tonight and coming to Louisville again. And I got to tell the folks out there, I think I may be your good luck charm.
I think you are my good luck charm. Last time you and I really got to hang out, we had a #1 song with Small Town USA, and here we are again with the #1 song again with If Heaven Went So Far Away. So I'm going to have to hang around you more often.
I think you might. And what the great story about this, we were in Green Bay, Wisconsin. You're going to sing the national anthem the next day, the Packers and Bengals game.
Yep.
And then you're playing a club gig that night over Tom, Dick, and Harry's, which is right across from Lambeau Field. And at 11 o'clock that night, we found out your song had gone #1.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, it was, you know, you can't expect, I was telling somebody earlier, you can't expect things like that to happen. You just put them out there and hope that they resonate with folks. But as you know, there's so many variables that go along with getting to #1 as opposed to #2. For us to get there once was great, but to be back again is pretty unbelievable.
Well, the shocking thing about your #1 song, If Heaven Wasn't That Far Away, you told me this song was been hanging around for 10 years.
Yeah, I can't believe that myself, honestly. It's a 10-year-old song. The songwriter, it's one of the only 2 songs on this album I didn't write. And yeah, those guys wrote that 10 years ago, but that just proves, you know, a great song is a great song no matter what, you know, if it came out in 1980 or 2010 or whatever. So I feel lucky, though, that we got our hands on it. I'm surprised nobody's made a big record out of it so far.
Well, you know, the thing about this, though, if you hear the first single, then it doesn't really sum up the way the whole album sounds. Because boy, this album is really edgy, and you got some great stuff, some good old, you know, I mean, kick-ass stuff on this album.
Yeah, we're excited about it. I'm really proud of it. I'm fortunate to be at a record label where they allow me to make the album that I want to make, and I'm a fan of people who make different albums from one to the next and don't make the same one over and over and over. And this one I think is more country, which people look at me like I'm crazy when I say that, because the first one's pretty country, but I think it's a little more traditional sounding, and yeah, we took a few more chances, you know, which you're allowed to do if you have a little bit of success. And, I'm really proud of it, and it seems to be going over well for us, and I can't wait for everybody to hear it.
So just a quick question right here. Tell us about your new single, Can't Even Bait a Hook.
We're excited about it. I wrote it with Red Akins,
yeah,
who just had the #1 song that we had to knock off, and they were there for about 15, 16 weeks. It seemed like to us with Honeybee. And Rhett and I have become buddies over the past few years. I think he wrote 4 of the songs on here with me, and Bait a Hook is one that he's got a girlfriend that was talking to a really big NFL quarterback who's won a few Super Bowls, and the quarterback kept trying to get her to come out, fly out, and hang out with him, and she would never do it. And Rhett's going, why the heck wouldn't you do this? It's so and so. And she said, he can't even bait a hook. I definitely ain't hanging out with him. So we wrote that song about 30 or 40 minutes one day, kind of goofing around, and it's going to be the next single.
Cool. And there's a lot of great stuff on that album. Of course, we talked earlier about some of the other great cuts. So you're going to be able to have this, live this thing for quite a while.
I hope so. You know, that's one reason we put 13 songs as opposed to 10. A lot of people did 10. We did 10 on the last album. And I thought, man, let's put a lot of songs on here, because you never know if you're going to get to make another one. So I treated this one like it might be my last.
Well, I don't think it's going to be it's going to be the last.
But yeah, you know, they're out there for a while now, and it's been 2 years since we've put one out. So we tried to make it count, and we're having a blast playing it.
Well, I'll tell you what, little did we know when we booked Justin to play 4th Street Live a few months ago, that we would get him the very week that his song, If Heaven Wasn't That Far Away, #1 country song in America.
Yeah, it's great. Sometimes the timing just works out right.
Dumb luck.
Yeah, it does, but we're thrilled. I mean, I told my wife the other day, I said, I've looked up so many people who have never had one #1 song, or never had a top 10 song. So for us to have 2 now is kind of mind-boggling, and we're really soaking it in and trying to enjoy it.
Well, we're looking forward to a great show tonight, and again, this will probably end up being the biggest show that we've had so far at 4th Street Live this year. And what better way to do it with Justin Moore, #1 song in the country. We want to thank you for your time, and we're looking to a great show.
Always good to see you.
All right, same here, pal.
Hang on just a second. Hey, Coyote, come on. Let's finish this up. First of all, Coyote, I want to thank you for having us out tonight, Music Central TV. And you've got the luck. I mean, Justin with his #1 song, You had the same thing happen with Jared Neiman at Joe's. This is just awesome. And again, we want to thank you and WAMZ and Justin. We are excited to have you here tonight. Thank you. It's been, what, about 2 years?
It's been a couple of years. We were here with Jamie Johnson.
Yeah,
That's
Fourth Street Live.
It was a great show, and we're glad to be here and do it for ourselves this time. So.
Okay, well, you heard it right here at Music Central TV. This is Paul Taylor. We're out.
So now,